Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of JoJo no Kimyou no Bouken Part 5, Ougon no Kaze, or you could call it JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Golden Wind, which is on episode 29. This episode right here looked really cool, although if I were to look at it, it looked really simple if given very short recap of the detail, but it was still interesting to figure out about the arrow, the stand arrow, not to mention we get to know who that guy is, or the silhouette of him, if anything. I think he showed up many episodes ago, though I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm just thinking things in the wrong way, but aside from that, let's just get this started. We have to it that Mista and Narancha are on the way to keep running right now, while Bruno and Giorno, along with Trish, are trying to figure out the boss's identity. Like, what is he? What's his name? What he looks like? Thanks to Abakio's last minute death of message to Giorno and everyone else, they're trying to figure out the boss's identity. Of course, they looked on the internet, which I wonder how in the heck are they managing to do all of this, you know? But before they could continue or possibly give up on finding the boss because it might be impossible, not to mention someone faking their own death, which Giorno has a good speculation of detective skills, we had to it that someone hacked into their computer and having a little talk with them. He tells Bruno and Giorno that he's been waiting for people like them to actually take down the boss. He even tells them that I'm not even in a condition to fight right now, but I'm going to tell you this right now. There is a possibility for you to actually beat the boss, but it's only a possibility. I cannot guarantee this is going to 100% work. Although Giorno and Bruno were very, very suspicious about this because some guy hacking into your laptop and talking to you, of course you're going to go like, why in the hell should I trust you, man? You're just a guy who showed up out of nowhere and you know the boss or something. But he even gave out knowledge about the boss's stand, Invincible. He even says something about this guy can move through time somehow and able to hit you before you can even react. And that's how he works. But he even talks about this stand arrow that he has with him. He says he talks about a certain history behind that arrow, which has been important since part 3. I mean, if you guys seen part 3 of that stand arrow and then you seen that stand arrow in part 4, you would know that thing has a role to play every now and then. It gives people stand-like powers, if you guys been keeping up the series, the history behind this arrow came from someone who created it, maybe just to be close to God or to be very strong. And those who are chosen and those who actually have the cells or the DNA or the genetics to actually withstand its power wherever it hits you, you gain a certain ability that fits with you in terms of your own personality or something that goes with your own fighting style, Though it is still very risky for Giorno and Bruno because this guy hacked into the computer, like I said, and goes I don't know if I should trust you or not, but the guy says, hey, you want to defeat the boss? Meet me at the Colosseum in Rome. You will know where it is. That much I can tell you. And therefore, Bruno, Giorno, not Abakio, because we all know what happened to him, Narancha and Mista decides to go to Rome while Doppio, who is the boss himself, obviously, ends up talking to Doppio and tells him to dispatch what's their name? Cicolata and Secco or something. He even tells Doppio that he does not want to have to rely on these two, but whatever they're doing, they have to be stopped. They have to be eliminated, crossed off the map once and for all. That kind of thing. Although the boss himself reluctantly decides to dispatch them, he also wants to make sure they don't find out anything else about him, about Trish and everything else, because all hell and chaos will break loose if they ever find out. And we get to see to it that the group shows up at the shores of Rome itself, but apparently their attackers showed up in the nick of time. And we get to know Chicolo. How you pronounce this guy's name? Cece or Chikolokta or his partner Seko, we get to know that Chikolokta, however you pronounce his name, please forgive me if I mispronounce it. I can't even pronounce it right. We get to know that this guy is a psychopath. I mean, he became a doctor only just to torture patients and to see them die because it brings satisfaction to him. That's when the boss found out about this a long time ago, and you know, he became a volunteer at an elder take care of elder's place, bringing up lies for saying your family doesn't love you anymore, and then he'll see him commit suicide. He'll record it and has a lot of tapes about it. He'll even kill his own patients. But eventually, after he accidentally killed a patient and the hospital laid him off, you know, though he wasn't trying to save them, he was actually killing them. And we get to know that he has this like disturbing need of having to kill people just to get the freaking thrill out of it. And of course his hair is all like green and kind of crazy looking, you know. And I'm thinking in my mind, this guy is like the freaking Joker. Like, he kills people without remorse and he feels joy upon it, you know. I'm thinking in my mind, dang, this guy's really crazy. Of course, there is a scene with Doppio talking to the boss with the toy telephone. And of course, the boss told Doppio, like, after they possibly take care of Bruno and the others, I want you to go after these two people right here. I mean, Chikoko and Seko whatsoever, because he does not want them to find out about, like, Trish and then possibly about his identity. Not to mention, like, he hates the idea about Chikoko and Seko of making a mess because of what the hell they are, you know? And we get to know the stand ability of Chikotlo, or that green-haired doctor guy, former doctor psychopath, if anything, that if it involves a lot of mold or bacteria. If you guys know fungus and everything, you'll get the idea. I mean, like, who wouldn't know about something about involving fungus or mold when you don't see it or not? If you reach below or where you're at, like if I try to reach down for my shoe or something, you'll get mold on your hand and all of a sudden you will start to like deteriorate pretty badly. Anything like you try to reach below where your location at or something, then you get attacked, you know. And the stand ability is green tea, which is what Chikotlo's freaking stand power is. And I'm thinking in my mind, well, looks like this guy is pretty crazy for having to do this. But after he finds out that these guys actually know about the stand ability, he ends up saying, well, this gotta be interesting, you know? And he ends up having to smile at this and gets ready to like possibly make his move to make an attack, since they actually know about like they know about like how his stand ability works. And since like the mold is like a continuous spread, like it can expand every time it kills someone or latches onto someone. Seems like to me, he goes like, this is interesting. Seeing how they know about my stand ability, I can't wait to make my freaking move. He even says, this is excellent, you know, and he smiles like a psychopath ready to like make his move or something. And the episode ends off there. Preview the next episode title, which is called, I think, like, Green Tea House whatsoever, but, I think that's what the title of the episode is for the time being. Something involving greenhouse and then like green tea. Something involving green tea in the sanctuary. Yeah. Sorry if I become stuttering and then I'm being off put with my video, which I always do anyway. But yeah. Sorry for repeating myself over and over again. Anyways, simple episode. The way how I look at it, I mean, Bruno and Giorno are trying to figure out like the boss's identity with whatever Abakio left behind for them. But we see to it that the boss sees Bruno's group somewhere on the move right now, knowing that they not having any despair. The boss decides to dispatch two crazy psychopaths to try to kill them off. And of course, we know that psychopath, seeing how like he takes joy of killing people, even the boss finds disgusting motives about them. And for them to be part of Passione, they're the two members of the group that you don't want to with or mess with at all. Anyways, don't know what's bound to happen next for everyone else, but one thing for sure, I mean, whatever's gonna happen to Bruno's group, they're gonna have to find a way how to stop this guy. I mean, his standability is like cancer. I mean, it spreads to one person to another, and it spreads through the air. And then, like, if you try to reach below or where you were at the original position, you get molded and you're gonna get deteriorated. That kind of thing. So until then, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Right? Peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.